morning, students. In our previous class, we discussed preparation of haloalkane from alkane, and there we discussed the mechanism also, which is very important for board exam as well as entrance exam, that is free radical mechanism. Student, one thing you should take care, every time in case of organic chemistry, mechanism is not required. Where it will be required, I should discuss it. Mechanism which are very important for board exam, which is in your syllabus, no doubt I will discuss the same. But if we want to discuss the mechanism of every reaction, then it will be time taking and you will be confused. For that, where it will be required, I will discuss no doubt. Today we discuss about the haloalkane, that is preparation of haloalkane from alcohol. It is also very important for exam purpose. What is the general formula of alcohol? ROH. That is the general formula of alcohol. R represents the alkyl group, R represents alkyl, and it is our hydroxyl group. Alkyl means methyl, ethyl, propyl, butyl, all these are our alkyl. Now, if we replace this hydroxyl and in respect of this hydroxyl one halogen can join, then what we will get? We will get haloalkane. What we will get? We will get haloalkane. If we consider any reagent, now what is reagent and what is substrate? Here, this ROH, this is our substrate. This is our substrate. In presence of any attacking reagent, as for example HCl, what we can get? This OH will be replaced by this chlorine and we will get one product is RCl and the other product is our H2O. By this way we can get our haloalkane. Here HCl is reagent, that is our attacking reagent. The substance where attacking reagent will attack, that is our substrate, and the substance which will attack, that is our reagent, and that will be our product. We can get haloalkane from alcohol by three methods. Number one, by the reaction with hydrogen halide. Number one, the first process is by the reaction with hydrogen halide. reaction in between alcohol and hydrogen halide, we can get haloalkane. What do you mean by hydrogen halide? Hydrogen halides, as for example HCl, HBr, HI, HF, these are our hydrogen halide. Second, by the reaction with phosphorus halide. By the reaction with phosphorus halide, we can get haloalkane. Alcohol and phosphorus halide can give haloalkane. What are our phosphorus halide? Such as PX3, such as PX5. These are our phosphorus halide. These are our phosphorus halide. And the third method, that is by the reaction with thionyl chloride. By the reaction with thionyl chloride. What is thionyl chloride? That is SOCl2. The reaction in between alcohol and hydrogen halide, we can get haloalkane. Reaction in between alcohol and phosphorus halide, we can get haloalkane. And the reaction between alcohol and thionyl chloride, we can get chloroethane, chloropropane, that is alkyl chloride. That is alkyl chloride only. So these are the three methods. Now we will discuss the method one after another. The first one is by the reaction with hydrogen halide. If we consider alcohol, that is CH3, CH2, OH. If it react with HCl in presence of ZnCl2, then the product will be CH3, CH2, Cl plus H2O. Here ZnCl2 is act as catalyst as well as it act as dehydrating agent. ZnCl2 is act as catalyst which help us to break the bond in between carbon and oxygen. In presence of this bond in between carbon and oxygen will break easily. This act as catalyst as well as it act as our dehydrating agent also. In presence of ZnCl2, the bond in between this carbon and oxygen will break, and here carbon will form the positive ion and hydroxyl will be negative ion. Now this HCl, H plus and Cl minus, chlorine minus will join in this carbocation, and this hydrogen and oxygen will join with each other and will produce H2O. This hydroxyl and this hydrogen will join with each other and will produce H2O. So by this method we can get our haloalkane. By this method we can get our haloalkane. Like that, if we want to get bromoethane, here we are getting chloroethane, but if we want to get bromoethane, then what will be the reaction? Let's see. CH3 CH2 OH plus CH3 CH2OH plus HBr in presence of H2SO4 concentrated, it will produce CH3 CH2Br plus H2O. Here you should take care. Here the dehydrating agent which we are using, that is ZnCl2, but here the dehydrating agent which we are using, that is H2SO4, that is our H2SO4. Sulfuric acid here act as catalyst as well as act as dehydrating agent, Like that, if we consider KBr in respect of this HBr, then what we see that this H2SO4 then take part in reaction, not act as catalyst. CH3 CH2 OH, if it react with KBr in presence of H2SO4, then what we see, this H2SO4 will take part in reaction. Reaction is very easy. If you consider every reaction stepwise, then we can get the product easily. There is no such required to remember the product. See here, CH3 CH2OH. If we want to replace this OH, then one hydrogen is required for that. One hydrogen will come out from this H2SO4. Then this hydrogen, one hydrogen of this sulfuric acid and hydroxyl will join with each other, and one product we will get, that is H2O. And this bromine will join in this carbon by replacing this hydroxyl. Then what will be the product? CH3 CH2Br, and the other product is H2O. This you can understand easily. Is it clear? I think. Now, what are the rest portion? What are the rest elements? One hydrogen is rest. One hydrogen is present here. One hydrogen is used for making this H2O. One hydrogen is left. One sulfate is left and one potassium is left. Now this potassium will join with this hydrogen and this sulfate and will produce KHSO4, potassium hydrogen sulfate. Now what we see, there is no such requirement to remember the product. Hydroxyl will separate out, bromine will join. If we want to separate this hydroxyl, one hydrogen is required. This hydrogen, this hydroxyl, H2O will produce, and the rest elements, that is potassium and HSO4, will join with each other and will produce KHSO4. Like that, if we consider HI, CH3, CH2, OH, if it react with HI in presence of H3PO4, that is our phosphoric acid. This is dehydrating agent, this is also dehydrating agent, this is also dehydrating agent. But every time we are using separate dehydrating agent, and if we want to join iodine here, then the dehydrating agent or the catalyst which we are using, that is our phosphoric acid H3PO4. H3PO4. Now what we will get? CH3, CH2I plus H2O. CH3, CH2I plus H2O. Here, this H3PO4 is act as dehydrating agent as well as catalyst, by using which this bond will break, hydrogen will join with this hydroxyl and will produce water, and iodine will join with this carbon, and by this way we will get ethyl iodide and water. Ethyl iodide and water. One thing you should remember, in case of all these things, HI, HBr, HCl, HF, the rate of reaction depend upon the attacking reagent as well as substrate. If we consider the attacking reagent, then what we see, HI is more reactive in comparison to HBr, is more reactive in comparison to HCl, is more reactive in comparison to HF. This reactivity depend upon the bond strength. And all of you know that bond strength and bond length is inversely proportional with each other. Bond strength and bond length is inversely proportional with each other. As soon as the bond length is higher, then bond strength is less. As a result, less amount of energy is required to break that bond. As a result, the reactivity will be increased. Here, in all this, hydrogen is common. The bond length is mainly depend upon the halogen. We know that iodine, the bond length, the atomic radius of iodine is higher in comparison to bromine. Bromine is higher in comparison to chlorine, and chlorine is higher in comparison to fluorine. Here the bond length depend upon the iodine. Atomic radius is higher, for that the bond length will be increased. As soon as the bond length will be increased, the bond strength will be decreased and less amount of energy is required to break that bond. As a result, the reactivity will be increased. From here, we can come to a conclusion that HI is higher in comparison to HBr, it is greater than HCl, it is greater than HF. Like that, every time you should take the screenshot or note it down. Without that, you are unable to remember all these things at the time of exam, and regular practice is required for all these type of reaction. That is, if we consider the substrate we can divide into 3 degree, 2 degree, 1 degree. If we consider this carbon CH3, CH2, OH, CH3, CH2, OH. Here what we see, this carbon is 1 degree carbon. This carbon is 1 degree carbon, and here what we see, that when it will react with HCl, then ZnCl2 is required for that. ZnCl2 is required for that. This is our 1 degree carbon. But if we consider this one, that is carbon CH3, CH3, CH, OH. This is our 2 degree carbon. This is our 2 degree carbon because this carbon join with 2 other carbon. This carbon where the functional group is present, that carbon join with 2 other carbon. For that, this carbon is our 2 degree carbon. This is our 2 degree carbon. This is our 1 degree carbon. If it react with HCl, here also ZnCl2 is required, and the product will be CH3, CH3, CHCl plus H2, CH3, CH3, CHCl, chlorine will join here and water will separate out. But if we consider the 3 degree carbon, that is CH3 carbon, CH3, CH3, OH. This is our 3 degree carbon. This is our 3 degree carbon, and when it will react with HCl, then ZnCl2 is not required. For that I cross it. Not required. Product will be CH3, 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 CCl plus H2O. Here what we see, catalyst is not required. What is the cause behind it? Because this is our 3 degree carbon. 3 degree carbon is the most stable carbon. 3 degree carbon is most stable carbon. For that, the reactivity of 3 degree carbon is higher in comparison to 2 degree carbon. For that, here ZnCl2 is required, but here it is not required. And in case of 1 degree carbon, it is lesser in comparison to 2 degree carbon. From here, by considering the substrate, the rate of reactivity, what we can write, that is 3 degree alcohol, that is 3 degree carbon is greater than 2 degree is greater than 1 degree. Considering the reagent, Hi is greater than HBr is greater than HCl is greater than HF. Considering the substrate, 3 degree is greater than 2 degree is greater than 1 degree. From here, we can get this conclusion. Today is up to this portion. 3 degree is greater than 2 degree is greater than 1 degree. Today we already discussed about the preparation of haloalkane from alcohol by the first method only, that is by the reaction of hydrogen halide with alcohol, by the reaction between hydrogen halide and alcohol. And there we discuss 3 types. There we should discuss the 3 types. One is by the reaction with hydrogen halide, second by the reaction with phosphorus halide, and third by the reaction with thionyl chloride. But today we discuss only with the hydrogen halide and the rest two we will discuss in the next class. Okay, thank you students.